Money FM 89.3, the best of the afternoon update.
Money FM 89.3. Good afternoon to you. You know, we're constantly hearing about artificial intelligence. So much so, it seems like every piece of software now touts its AI capabilities. No doubt AI is driving efficiency and innovation across industries and sectors, including real estate. From lead generation and client management to property valuation and marketing, this digital transformation not only improves the operating factors of traditional industry players, but it is also reshaping the home buying experience and influencing its growth. So how is the application of technology in real estate or PropTech, and in particular AI, changing the industry? Joining us today is Gerald Sim, co-founder and CEO of Mogul.sg. Mogul.sg is a Singapore property search portal which harnesses geospatial data technology and integration of artificial intelligence. Welcome, Gerald. Great to have you on the show.
Hi, Lynn.
All right, first off, congratulations on the launch of your new AI solution for home buyers. I think it's called Maya, isn't it? Which is an acronym for Mogul.sg Artificial Intelligence Agent. Tell us more about this. I understand from the reports that I've read that it is Singapore's first AI property agent. It's a web app designed to streamline the search for the perfect home. So what's the genesis behind this new AI tool?
I think in the past, Mogul has helped people using our tech to sell their homes for no commission. So I think about somewhere around 18, 20 months ago, there's this talk about generative AI that we started exploring. And of course, we asked ourselves, how can we use Gen AI to help our consumers? Right. So while we were previously helping people at the selling end of the transaction, we decided that this time we will help people in their buying process. Amongst our team, we have people who have also gone through the home buying experience, and we know that it's a very time-consuming process. And that's when we started our collaboration with Google Gemini to solve this problem of people taking months and hundreds of phone calls before they can get to buy their homes.
Well, it sounds like it could revolutionize the home buying process. What about the investment side of real estate? Is AI helping investors make smarter decisions too?
The current version that we are launching is mostly a scheduler that helps people arrange their viewings. But our existing products currently already help people make wiser investments. We give data to people, we help them appreciate the surroundings before they invest in something so they can make their own independent decisions.
Okay. Now, I imagine there are also some concerns about how AI might affect jobs in this sector. And according to the Straits Times, your tool could potentially replace buyer agents in property deals. So while AI is transforming the role of real estate agents, is this really going to replace them?
I wouldn't say it would replace real estate agents completely. If you look at the way the market is changing, right? In the last 12, 18 months, HDB has set up its own real estate portal where it encourages people to list their own HDBs for sale. I'm sure there are benefits behind that also. So it is in that same line that we are now helping the consumers, right, to be able to transact themselves independently and also make better decisions themselves. Right. What it does, it also helps you save your time, but it works with another agent to help you close the deal. So no, we do not eliminate agents because we still need the agents at the other end to correspond with us to make sure the buyer can find their homes.
Phew. Okay. I'm sure that's a relief to a lot of agents out there. So in terms of the tech, without giving your trade secrets away, tell us more about this AI-driven communication. How does your solution engage in natural conversations with sellers?
Okay, so if we could just do a quick revisit. When you're searching for a home, you scour through portals, and you go through hundreds of listings, right? And then you shortlist some of them, and then you start calling 1 to 10 or maybe 1 to 50, right? That takes a lot of time, and by the time you've called the fifth listing, you might have forgotten the first person you called, what's the price, what time am I meeting them. So you then need to start taking note and putting it in your calendar. So what Maya does is, firstly, it aggregates listings from all websites that are in Singapore, right? So it understands your requirements. If you need to find a home that's near a supermarket or near an MRT station, it understands that. Right? It then scours the internet and finds you the listings that are suitable. It then allows you to say, I like or I don't like my listings. Right? It's just like a dating app for real estate, and that forms your shortlist. When you have your shortlist, you then go on to choose the ones that you want to request a viewing for, and that's all you need to do. The AI takes over in communicating with the agents, the listing agents on the other end, to set the appointments for you, to make sure that you find a date that's suitable for both you and the hosting agent, so that you can go and view the property.
Okay. And from what I know, you're offering this service free of charge to home buyers. And last year, Mogul.sg achieved another milestone to revolutionize the real estate industry. In the span of 1 year, I think, with your 0% commission offer, which you mentioned earlier, Mogul.sg was able to help customers save over $1 million in commission fees, with home sellers saving thousands of dollars. So what's the strategy here? How do you make money?
Of course, we do make money. When we launched the 0% selling commission program, we do charge users a small admin fee to put up their listings. Likewise, when in this buying journey, we allow users to use it for free. However, what we do is we do charge the selling agent a portal referral fee upon successful deal completions. Typically, agents have to co-broke with incoming buying agents, and the typical sum would be half of their commissions. Right. So to explain, a typical commission is around 2% for private properties in Singapore. So they would have to share about 1% of their commissions with an incoming agent. Right. Now that we bring them a direct buyer, right, there is no need for co-broke. Right. The AI is also not an agent. So what we do is we charge a very small percent, 0.2% of what we call a lead generation fee to the agent on the other end. And this is only upon success.
Wow, okay. Sounds like this AI tool is indeed making the home buying process a breeze. What about property management? Is AI making a difference in this part of things?
Well, not from us yet at this point, but when property management, do you mean like the management of condos and things like that? I think so. I think in the future it can definitely help. People call their tradesmen in for help, right, and things like that. And generative AI, it can be a very powerful tool to help this area in the future, I think.
Okay, so AI is seen as a game changer in this industry. But what can you tell us about where we are now? Do you think that the understanding of its capabilities is still pretty low?
I think so. It's definitely in its infancy, but the future is definitely very exciting, like as with every industry, right, not only real estate. And I think it's important that we need to embrace the power of AI. Right, the earlier you adopt something, right, is where you can be a leader in your industry. Right, so instead of fearing it, right, people should embrace the power. It's just like tractors 200 years ago, if you get what I mean. Right? So I think, yeah, it's exciting in terms of the future.
Okay, with the AI tool that you have recently launched, will there be a 2.0 version of it? And what can we expect?
Definitely. With the other technologies that we have, right, Mogul is very good at location data. Right, so right now, the current version only deals with your appointment making. Right, in future, we hope to be able to let users ask geographical questions. Open up the language model to not only fix appointments for people, but people can ask questions. Right, for example, if I were to buy this listing, how many convenience stores are there in a 150-meter radius? Right, would my kid qualify a certain primary school for phase 2B? These are data that we already have. We just want to improve the language model so it can answer people with such geographical questions. Okay.
Looking further afield, I'm sure you've been doing lots of research before embarking on this tool. What's on the horizon in terms of how AI could be changing the real estate market?
I think AI would definitely make everyone working the real estate a lot more efficient. And if you look at any job, right, AI now empowers the end user complete more as an individual. In real estate, I think we have very many real estate agents in Singapore, right? Maybe each agent can then serve a lot more customers in a shorter period of time. For instance, in this particular case that we have, agents putting up things for sale, right, would receive maybe 15 calls a day from other agents, going back and forth, negotiating commissions and things like that. Right now, they have a tool that communicates with them, gives them a customer directly, right, and takes a fraction of that cost. What AI will do, it helps those who embrace it to become more profitable and definitely more efficient.
Wow, incredible. And before we let you go, what's next for Mogul.sg? Expansion plans?
Yes, we plan to move our product beyond Singapore. We have recently acquired another portal in Thailand, and definitely we would like to go beyond this region also in a time as short as possible.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us today and talking about AI gradually transforming the real estate landscape in many, many different ways. Gerald Sim, co-founder and CEO of Mogul.sg. Thank you.
Thank you, Lindy.
To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.